Hello Zimbabweans, welcome back to The Week. Ndini wenyu, Magi, mwenewe bawa, Magras. It's Chiwenga versus ED, Mliswa versus George Charamba, featuring Nick Mangwana, Ziyambi Ziyambi versus Common Sense, and Zanu PF versus the people. Another day, another week, another we in the Zanu circus. Last week, Ziyambi was confronted by the fact that 2030 is unconstitutional. The response was that it's in the Zanu constitution, so it's fine. It's okay. Professor Love Maduku summed it up nicely.
It's premature to challenge it. It is a proposal. It is nothing. It is nothing, as we said. We can't say that when political parties meet, no matter how happy they are, how, whatever they do, we can't take their proposal. They said something when they met and they called them resolutions. There's nothing to take to court there.
He was then asked if they had started any legal actions against Vision 2030. Prof wakati Maya. So far, Zanu yangu kana masigno chit.
This is a political party that is very good at, sending signals left, right, and center.
Zanu PF. I know kuti chinu chawo zvawo, but this is too much. This is like my ex arguing that it's okay to cheat as long as guys do it because that's how men are wired. It's in their DNA, apparently. At a certain point, I realized we also need to accept responsibility as citizens. You know something is wrong with you when you are given the last letter of the alphabet and then named twice. Zanu PF's legal secretary, Ziyambi Ziyambi, is putting pressure on the Minister of Justice. Yeah. To begin the local process to extend ED's term to 2030, with Tagre holding his Vision 2050 on the wings. Over 2 million Zimbabweans contributed towards making this constitution in 2013, only for Professor Jonathan Moyo, bored and missing home, decided to write a long love letter to his ex-ED and called it Breaking Barriers Initiative, BBI. Zanu PF majority parliamentary goal from a Chabangu assist, make the parliament lack any meaningful opposition. These are not constitutional amendments. This is a lover's re-engagement after love was lost in 2017 at a nation's expense.
Icho. Ndafara nekuti zvandinotaura munozviteerera nekuti ndezvechokwadi. I've said this once before that there must be a lifestyle audit to see kuti my auditors audit everyone. No one is immune to the auditions that are auditing the auditor. So let's look into that. How did you acquire this acquires to see that? And look, East policy, is it make sure? Because we saw that China, the labels that they are giving us, the Nike, is different from the US Nike. So, and other Nikes from other Nikes, the shops. So let's look into that. My policy, let's look into my labels that because even my underpants, they are not that stretch. So ngavatarise kunoti pose chichiri kuita kuti adhambe. That's the auditions that we are auditing. But look, tobvisana maningi tomesha kuti arina kudhamba here because we are getting that from the Eastern.
Zimbabwe Miners Federation President and Chief of Handbag Smuggling, Henrietta Rushwaya, has warned against a revolution from small-scale miners against Chinese magnates. And we need to fight against poor working conditions. Henrietta, you are the poor working condition, ka. People accept these mining jobs because you carried all the nation's wealth in a handbag. This is literally Kuchikirwam saga. First, we had Gucci Grace. Now, we have Hams Henrietta. Each time Henrietta leaves for Dubai, one more child has to drop out of school and become a TikToker. You know your country is failing when Madam Boss is the best career blueprint. The Horn of Africa is in flames again. South Sudan has the worst humanitarian crisis going on right now. The Sudanese army is fighting the paramilitary rapid support forces, and civilians, particularly children, are suffering the most. 1 in 3 South Sudanese have been displaced. Over half the population is facing hunger, while nearly 2.3 million South Sudanese have fled to neighboring countries over time. In between the bullets and cholera outbreaks are over 2 million kids under 5 years living in gross insecurity and in urgent need of humanitarian assistance. After the RSF snatched, one mother finally made it to the hospital with her twins, only for them to only have enough antibiotics for one child. As you remember Palestine, as you remember Congo, remember Sudan. Let's cross over to Comrade Munya with the financial report.
Welcome back to the financial report with Munya on season 15 of the week. Jiganandas, focused youthies, and also my unfocused youthies. So, allegedly, Dedita Gure wants to launch Vision 2050, in which he wants to ensure that we have a $153 billion economy and everyone can have generational wealth. First of all, right, we're only gonna have $1,000 after Vapedza Luta 152.9 billion. And please, msanipikise mates, my comments, indakadzitswa mates navagono. Antika, Gideon Gono told me maths. Second of all, the gall, the audacity to act like it is not him and his friends' personal fault that most Zimbabweans' extent of generational wealth is just katishit kaukapiwo pamariro, right? I have a question. Ini ndikatangirwa nevana vatemba Mliswa ku-inherita, vana vangu vachadyi? Will there be anything left? Also, by then, Wickner will be giving out fully electric cars, so will the fuel coupons even work anyway? Because basically all that I'll be able to leave my children is Naga, is fuel coupons. That's what we'll be using. Nengo stop vunza. Rate Zig to coupon, kana to USD to coupon, or coupon back to Zig, or whatever currency we'll be using at that time. Because who knows? Who knows? Miguel. Kombinenge yakukwirwa 600 milliliters chikautaundi 500 milliliters ukauya nechigubhu chako 2050. Let's just try get through 2030. Actually, let's just try get through 2028, then 2030 tozotaura zvachi 2050 imigame
Mofuna chimombe vane mawani. Junior Jiganandas, Moses Mpofu, and Mike Chimombe were found guilty by the High Court. Vabatwa kuti remand until 31 October. Only Say Wickner knew that they will be convicted before, and Sapatina only knows the sentence. It's a trungone so eduma delay match. The state has already made the move to forfeit assets. So if you see an influencer, akangofeka ma Rolex, tozatuika agara naka kwa chimombe. Now in our government, they're going to be in remand until Christmas, while the real big criminal is working free. Anzi vakada kumufonera anongoti isamchenji kwa katatu. This has been the week with yours truly, Maggie Bawa Magrazi. It's been amazing. Let's meet again next week with more you whiz. You know this. Don't forget to follow the week on all social media platforms. And please, guys, can you please buy me a coffee? Buy me a coffee.
Yo!
It's been a crazy year already. There's been this.
I'm not in a political code, no.
This.
Including, of course, trade matters, investment matters. So the issues that concern you as the United States.
Those are all deaths.
Yeah.
Over the years at Magamba TV,
We've managed to keep speaking truth to power.
Exposing all the bull, and we intend to keep on keeping on.
Let's take a look.
I had an Uzi pointed at me right in my face for 1 second, and I jumped out the way. Now, let us see.
It is clear to us that Mnangagwa is failed. Constable, manje uyasungwe staff.
Staff, here at Magamba TV, we tell the stories that need to be told.
We speak truth to power.
We expose corruption.
We condone corruption here.
We call out big polluters.
100 years of total, selling you dreams, stealing your futures.
And we make you laugh at the same time.
But none of that happens without support from you.
Across the globe, media organizations like ours are struggling to keep going.
Because budgets are being slashed faster than a politician's promise after election.
Public services, cut.
Independent media, cut.
Gold smuggling, cut. No, I think they're still doing that last one.
What? 1.2 billion. Apana nokbata.
Right now, media like ours is under threat from the rich, the powerful, and the mbingas.
And there is less and less support for independent, truthful media, and people who don't want us to speak out are celebrating.
But we won't stop.
And with your help, we don't have to.
So here's the deal.
If you love what we do,
If you believe in media that is daring,
Free and funny.
We need you to stand with us.
every donation,
Big or small.
helps keep Magamba TV alive.
Chero tu dombi.
If you've ever laughed at one of our skits,
Ever shared one of our tweets and said, oh, these guys are speaking facts.
Now's the time to show some love.
Because if we go silent,
who is going to say the things that need to be said?
We are doing it for the youthies, ka.
Click the link.
donate what you can.
and help us keep creating,
Challenging and fighting back, as well as insisting upon everything.
Mariako chete.
And remember, if independent media disappears,
Who will be left to make jokes about it now?
Support Magamba TV today. Thank you and futsek.
Yo! Waita say. Deputy Baba. Hapo. Kunaona udi makakula ka umaita say. Ndio chikoka kwa awanzi mimi makuyenda kungini maunoti uyu hapo yemwe room yechitiri. Itori bizarre. But zanga zinaunze iri munhu wese anokwanisa kutora more than 2 rooms.
Ayoka, ndizamtora kumajiza atambo nembaza nemalisa agreements.
But ndo zvataka kuwirira maka. Kuma kwenye kunosipaka. Aiwa. Kumvisi wake uyu ainzi arikuda imwe room.
Ameno ndichafamba sei. Ndimani mawo kana ndipisa musoro.
Ini ndikatotsaka nawo murodi ndongoti mukazembera. Ndichienda kwandikoenda handikuda
kuti aiwa kana mangwana nandina nawo zvokudaro zvinoenda. Unikita bokusika room yekutanga yanga isiri 2 bed.
Kuti kwechitu
yakazara mondo ndani. Yakazara mondo.
Ndingono kuti yanga nemahwindo akapwanyika plus vanhu vakaona mbavha dzanga dzakupinda dzibuda nedzimwe mbavha dzanga dzabva kune but now sami muri kurongei muri kuda kuita sei ndo zvamakawirira
ndingospectate
but muri kuzvida here
ndandidze zvangu ndemaonderanda ndeta room yechitu
papakaipa ko uyoyo ngachi
ndotomba kunotsvaira kaipo paiso
mukutochena here
I don't know. Because previous tenant country naye futhi angambori nebazi nazo.
Angauda kurojera mukadzi wako. Mukadzi wangu kuti apone room. What I mean?
Vanofoja ka masignature vanotongochita list ka ipapo.
Ai, kudezwa. Ndotaura newe. Mbona landlord?